Hello and welcome back to the Fishing Line, proudly sponsored by Glistian Events. Tom was not here the other day. Tom is still not here the other day. Please, in the comments for this video, and I will say it in the next video. Firstly, pray for Tom.
Pray for him.
He's not left the podcast like we were asked the last time.
We broke him.
Tom just takes days off when he wants, but Tom is still hungover. Tom is now sick. He says he reckons he has COVID again. Or it feels like COVID, but Tom just has not recovered from Saturday.
Nope, no, he has not.
Me and Andrew are fine.
I was fine at 8 o'clock next morning.
My heart doesn't work. I've had throat cancer. I'm grand. Andrew, 3 kids, doesn't sleep, lives on coffee. Grand. Tom, not grand.
Former athlete.
Tom, although doesn't look it, youngest.
Yes.
I'm oldest. Andrew's the middle
child syndrome.
Me and Andrew absolutely fantastically fine. Tom not here. He went back to bed Sunday because he said he couldn't see.
That's true.
He today said I still don't feel right. I think there was at one stage I feel worse.
I feel worse than they did on Sunday.
So the be all and end all of that is the next show, because Tom is supposed to have 2 picks this show. Tom will have 3 picks because this is our Ante-Post video number 4. A quick reminder of who we put up. When this gets into Ante-Post video 10 and all that, we'll just put it on the screen. But for the time being, I have Dice Sardinas in the Mayor's Novice Chase. Gaelic Warrior went in there as my team captain. It seems now that he's going to go chasing. I still would query that because they're all liars.
Pretty true.
So if you want to throw a few pound, about 25 to 1 on Gaelic Warrior for the stereos, why not? Because he will jump right on them fences, and there's a possibility he will fall and he will be reverted straight back to the stairs.
I couldn't have parted my money back in him for an RSA.
I'm willing to forgive Gaelic Warrior over hurdles, jumping right, not over fences at Cheltenham.
Could you imagine? Thank you. I know we've never gone into it yet, but could you imagine now if what he done at the DRF he does over a fence? It's going to be 10 times worse.
Look, he's 6 to 1 or something for the RSA. I couldn't be having it at that. But I still think there's a chance he'll go hurling. I think he's quite likely to fall on his first chase start. I can see it. And then we have Sander again in the RSA or the Browns. I'm quite happy with that one. Mm-hmm. Andrew?
Vasai Vega for the Turners. Cham Coily for the Browns. He's dead. God bless him. Injured. Same difference. He's in Willie Muns. And Bambridge for the Ryanair.
And Sean?
Yeah, I had I think it was a Nowla the first week in the Mayor's Novice Hurdle. Then it was Giovinco, and then in the RSA and Ashrow Diamond in the Mayor's Hurdle.
Very good. Just before we start as well, and we obviously all give a selection, I did a little poll thing I got Andrew to do for me, and I'll say it on this video and our next video today.
Is this the thing you teased last week? It's the week gone now and I have no idea what you're doing.
So I wanted to see of the viewers who was actually liked and subscribed. So 50% of people, exactly 50, which I've found very, very strange.
You did.
Right down the middle. Watch the videos but don't like and subscribe. So that 50% of people, please like and subscribe because it helps the channel. It helps us, get better thumbnails and better graphics. And
do you think it's going to make me do it better?
Yeah,
I create all the thumbnails.
No,
that's the design for this season. The design isn't changing, man. Stop putting more work on me, please.
It will put more work on Andrew, which lots of people will be happy about. A lot of people give out about Andrew. And we'll be able to do better things to the podcast, and it does help the podcast. So that 50% of people that watch, just hit like, hit subscribe. Not an issue.
It's free. Value, it's free.
It is. It's value, it's free. Value. Oh.
Go on, you want to say it.
I was going to back something at Kempton that I thought was value, and now I forgot. Let's see if he won.
Who'd you go back?
It's not on for 10 minutes. I might get it on. This is pointless saying it because this is
No,
not
this is
live.
not going to go out. This is going out Thursday. Today's Wednesday.
So,
This is getting recorded at 7:35.
I'll say you know what? I'm going to say who the horse is, and when people watch, they can laugh because it could be last, or they can say, "Oh my god, it won."
I could literally just cut this bit out.
No, don't cut this bit out. It is Oriental Spirit in the 7:45. I'll have to get €5 on that in a minute.
He's going against my Aga Panther for a double.
Oh well. I hope one of us wins.
So do I. Hope it's me.
On to Ante-Post selections number 4. So, can you turn on that fire? Actually, it's a bit cold.
I turn it on, it's too warm. I turn it off, it's too cold.
5 minutes does the trick. 5 minutes does the trick. So, my whole idea this year was to try and pick horses that I was certain are more obvious than not they were going for that particular race. It's 4 shows in I got screwed by Gaelic Warrior. Yeah. So I've thought long and hard about this. I think
won't get screwed with Gaelic Warrior putting him up Ante-Post. Tom 3 years in a row.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he does go hurdling. I have a few bets on him, but look, it is what it is. I think we talked in the last Ante-Post show about Mirazor West. I've been a fan since his bumper. He's getting short enough now for the Supreme. Obviously, a dream to share is not going to be seen for a while. I don't think he'll even be seen this season. Pretty much like Impervious. JP has plenty of horses, so there's no point in rushing one. And I thought long and hard about putting him up for the Supreme, but I'm worried in case he goes for the Ballymore. So I struck on one that, unless injured, is 100% going for the Ryanair Chase. And I'm putting up Allaho, the dual Ryanair Chase winner that got injured last year. A bad enough injury, one that I've never heard of. I think Willie Mullins said he never heard of it either. An internal bleed or something in his bowel. Spine, bowels are all inside him.
True.
But
different parts, but true.
Okay, he's 6-1. I think 7-1 in the place. It's an unbelievable price for Allaho. Anybody knows if he's fit and well, he'd probably be even money, and he's definitely going to go for the race if he's not injured. I think if he gets injured again, they'll retire him.
Yeah.
So it's only one race. I could also see them training him particularly for Cheltenham to try and win it for a third time and then retire him, because I don't think he's anything left to prove after that.
9 going 10.
Yeah, and he's been through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He's had a lot of tough races. Mm-hmm. An unbelievable horse. One that I was humming and hawing about for ages. Andrew loved him always and maintained that he'd put it together. I questioned the first Ryanair win. The second one, I was after falling in love with him by that stage, and I think one of the best performances I ever seen in a race course was the day in Punchestown. Andrew was a bit windy. I was fully sure he'd get through. He was a bit windy. I was fully sure about.
Didn't say I was windy.
3 miles around Punchestown to suit him. He beat so many good horses that day and Grade 1 winners and so on and so forth. I think if he comes out supposedly in the Clonmel Oil and he wins that or runs well, he'll be cut half the price probably for the Ryanair. Then if word comes out that he has not re-injured himself, it's all guns blazing to the Ryanair. And if he goes there 80% of what he was, he'll win the Ryanair.
Yeah.
So
scares me.
Allaho for me at 7-1.
If he gets there, they have 13-14 pounds to find on him.
Easy.
If he gets there, he wins. I hope he gets there. If he gets there, I'll throw me Bambridge slips out the window gladly. People
can,
he's a
poo-poo Punchestown form. But in the last maybe 3 years, I think that was the best 3-mile chase performance. He reclaimed his over with a million lengths. I put
it up when it was announced that he was coming back, and I went back through the race and I put up who he actually beat. Gold Cup winner, Big Clandazobo was King George, 2-time King George winner, Aintree Bowl winner, Album Photo. There was who else was there? Fakir Dudari. There was
multiple Grade 1 winners.
They were all Grade 1 winners. There were He made him look like handicapper, is what I'm trying to say.
And he's the most magnificent looking horse you'll ever see up close.
Yeah, from day one, I fell in love with that.
Do you know where I'd love to see him rock up in a King George at Christmas? It'd be class.
I just don't think they're going to overburden him, Sean. I think they'll just the same plot of races to get back to the Ryanair, because he'd be the only horse ever to win 3 Ryanairs. So it'd be a bit of history in itself. And then everybody loves a dominant champion that gets injured and comes back and does the same thing, like Denman, like Sprinter, so on and so forth. So the bit of story to it, I think everything will be geared towards if they can keep him fit just to go to the Ryanair, and I don't think they'll overburden him otherwise.
I think it will all depend on how well he wins the Clonmel Isle, or if he even wins. If he wins it with his head in his chest by 10, 15 lengths, they're going to be very tempted to get him over to Kempton. Because they're not going to send him to Christmas to 3 miles. They're not going to do that. So Galpin is going. The logic there, I say easy 3 miles around Kempton. Yeah, I can see it. But again, it depends on what he does in the Clonmel Isle. I should hope he's back to his best. He's getting on there, look. He's getting on.
Getting on there.
Who's next, Sean or me?
You can go. You can go. Thank you very much.
I like it. Anything to do with Allaho, I like. Be it Ryanair's, be it veteran chases, be it a cross-country race. If Allaho is there, I'm all for it. Supreme Novice Hurdle I'm going for today.
Mirzur West.
Baby Fernie.
I love him. I do love him.
AKA Baby Fernie.
I've built this fella up in my head now.
You have, and it's taken me a while to come, not a while, but to the end of last season, kind of come around to it, and it was hard to get caught into. He's Fernie Hollow's brother.
It's easier to be into it now because the dream to share has gone too.
Yes, that's my point behind it. His bumper win, I went back and watched it again today. He went from the front, he made his own run, he done it as easy as like. Sean doesn't like his head carriage. I don't know what he's watching, to be honest. He opened up and he went off and he won how he went. He's my hero who was second. He ran in the Punchestown bumper then, not the grey one, but the one Irish Panther was second in. He was third to Ballyburn and Tulin second to Fact the Foil. Dr. Eggman is third. He won after that. Quantum Storm, he was second to Ballyburn. His run before that, Lucky Watson then was fourth in the champion bumper. The form line through him works out well. The rest of them haven't done anything yet. Madden's Way, Henry's horse,
he looks
Cheveley Park, he was bought for a 6-figure sum after his point to win. He'll probably need further in time, but he's stuck to it. I think them 3 at the top of
horse you like the John to Marvel that won the bumper. The thing that came second was 6th.
Yeah. Yeah. There's that race alone when you take He's My Hero into it is working out well, so that works out in well conjunction with Mirzur West and the ease that he done it in. Now you're that's all you really have to work with on form wise. Look, he fell in his point to point form. I'll take it a pinch of salt. You can do what you want.
It was going to bolt up though.
He was going to bolt up. He was well clear. So I went through the betting, and this is my own opinion of it, where I think horses are going to go. Be it what Willie said or what Willie didn't say. A Dream to Share, as Dave touched on already, he's out January, what they're saying, but he'll need that's a clear run January. That's without any more niggles and whatnot. He'd be hard enough to beat if he turns up here, but you take him on right now. Ballyburn, to me, is a Ballymore horse. You've Tully Hill, another good bumper horse. To me, Ballymore as well, or further. Predators go Willie Munn's horse, Jigginstown. Jigginstown have never, ever won the Supreme. Yeah. Ever since it ran. So
went close with that other yoke. Abracadabra.
He went Abracadabra Alakazoo. He got chinned by Shishkin. But I'm willing to take him out because, as history tells us, Jigginstown horses they buy more staying types. So I'm willing to take him on. Don Wave won a race in a toy. You ought to know he beat Toro 2, who got battered at Cheltenham the other day. After that, you're going into horses in the unknown. You don't even half them. You don't know who they are.
Yeah,
they're unknowns. So Merger West, he is 12-1 currently with Ladbrokes and Bet365. I think he's a standout bet in this. I have him a pure speed horse. To me, do you know what I compare it to? And I didn't even write it down. I forgot to write it down. It's when I looked at Marine Nationale when he won his bumpers. There's something about him that's just shouting to me. This fella is like.
I mean, he did look very fast.
Something about it. No, I can't explain it. I can see fast horses. I can see horse that'll need a trip. Don't ask me how to explain it. I can't explain it. There's no theory behind it. It's just what I see. I just have the eye for seeing things every now and then. And to me, he screams to me. He's an out-and-out 2-miler. And again, if A Dream to Share comes back, JP is not one for shying away from running 2-3 horses in one race.
No issue.
He's ran Captain CB and Binocular in the same race. Yep. Captain CB was the second horse in it.
Jeski and My 10 to
yours. Jeski won. So he's not shy of running 2 horses in the race. I think he's going to be very, very good. What I saw, the eye test, as I like to say, passed with flying colours. The horse in behind, second and third. Second the form has been boosted with the race he's running. The horses in front of him wasn't beaten a long way, but any stretch of imagination. And the third horse has a big reputation and came with a big price tag. So on that, with the him and the horns of A Dream to Share and what's in behind, I think he's a great bet at 12-1. So he is going to be my 4th pick for Cheltenham Festival Ante-Post 2024.
Sean?
Yeah, my 4th selection, I had to do a bit of digging in here, and I've gone down the novice hurdle route the same as Andrew, and I've gone to the Albert Bartlett, and it's going to be Tully Hill for Willie Mullins. I dug around the novice hurdlers there for Willie, and I think the 2-mile division is a bit hit and miss, but I don't see Tully Hill as a 2-miler. I think he's a big galloper. So then I move up to the Ballymore, and I'd be all over Ballybourne for that. I think he's a way quicker horse. You need a sharp horse to be winning the Ballymore, and he's got that bit of 200 gear when you get dig into him. But Tully Hill, I think he's just a big, massive galloper, and I think 3 miles is going to be where you see him make his hay. You've seen like at Punchestown when he ran against A Dream to Share, he pushed on about 3 or 4 furlongs out. Then A Dream to Share got up alongside, and he had that gear to kick on, boy, that Tully Hill just didn't have when he came out the bridle. He stayed at that one pace, and it was constant then. He held nearly 3 lengths all the way to the finish line. He just wasn't able to find that turn of foot. But you go back to when he won his bumper at Gowran on soft and heavy, like that's as bad as ground you're getting over 2 mile, 2 furlongs. And he absolutely bolted up that day on that Paddy Mullins. Just that big gallop going through the ground. I don't think anything will be able to stay with him if he's able to bring that up to 3 miles, because I think he's a really, really smart horse, to be honest with you. I think the trip is going to make it out. He beat a horse that day called Will Do, who then went on to win his bumper next time out. He then came out only last week, I think it was Sligo over 3 miles, bolted up in a hurdle. So I think if Ballymore's to step up, if Tully Hill is to step up to... yeah, I think if Tully Hill steps up to 3 miles at 16-1 for the Albert Bartlett, he's one I want to have in my team.
Very good. Willie Mullins.
It's like a Willie Mullins benefit, isn't it?
3 Willie Mullins horses. And all 3 could end up injured or end up going somewhere different. Well, Allaho, no, he won't go anywhere different. But, I don't think Tully Hill is an Albert Bartlett horse, but...
I think he's mid-range 2 or 3 mile.
I also don't think Ballyburn will win the Ballymore either.
Okay.
No, I don't. I think he's one of the worst prices of any horse in the Cheltenham market.
Oh,
Who do you think will win it anymore? As of right now.
Or something from France or something like that. But I don't think it'll be Ballymore anyway. Ballyburn.
Yeah, I suppose we didn't see Imperi Pass this time last year.
Yeah, the old whiskey nose and fucking onion head will have
Something there.
he'll have 3 or 4 decent novice hurdlers. He always does. I think didn't he have something that won the Aintree bumper last year at a big price? I think it was Nicky's anyway. But we'll watch the race here now. See what happens.
You're gonna win, are you?
No, we're not finishing fast enough.
Oh, she Murphy again. No, it got done, did he?
Fast finishing 4th, I think I was. Well.
Shame, none of us won. Anyway,
Let me check the Ballymore market actually while we're in here now.
Yeah, like I think Ballyburn be one of my big ones for that Ballymore. I think stepping up and trip, like I don't think you've gone to the bottom of him. Anytime Paddy Buns is ever squeezed and has to go, he's found an electric gear over 2 miles and end up bouting away. I think the step up and trip is going to help him. The horses in there,
6s.
that's great, eh? Goes off all time.
So he's 6-1, and we haven't seen him jump a hurdle yet.
They all jump.
To me, I don't know.
Who's third favourites?
I don't. A lot of these bumper horses, and we said it last year about Facet. I thought he'd get away with the Supreme, but a lot of these bumper horses are just they can tend to be a bit slow. Like I hope Mirzor gets away with it as well. I would
Fighting the hard there, Dave.
No, there was one
Fighting the hard.
I can't find the name. It's probably in the Ballymore at the Albert, the fucking other one. What's it called? The Albert
Spud race.
Yeah. What's the horse that bet Il Atlantique in his bumper? Was it Firefox?
He's meant to be run.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind him. It's
25
is going into 16s. I think he'll be all right. I'll be way more interested in.
The only time I click on Firefox is when I go on my browser.
I'll be way more interested in Annie Powers' wee son, Mystical Power.
Yes, he's interesting.
Than Ballyburn. He's 16-1.
I think Ballyburn.
I actually think he's probably a good horse. That Chapo de Soleil just needs to learn to settle.
Yeah,
he's 16-1. That Will Mount, the English horse, I think he's all right. He's a decent bumper horse.
Do you know what his problem is?
Training in England.
Correct.
I think the reason for that, I think Ballyburn's going to be the best of them bumper horses, and I don't see him as a Supreme. I see him as a Ballymore, and I don't see a world where he's going to run Tully Hill and Ballyburn against each other when he could potentially take out 2 races with each.
He's not a Supreme horse. He's too slow for Supreme.
He's definitely not a Supreme horse. I wouldn't be a fan, to be honest. I would not be the biggest fan in the world.
I like the fact when he gets stuck into him, he actually takes off.
I think.
Yeah. I like that part of it. I like that.
I think there'll be a few others come out and throw their name in the hat. I'm sure Gordo has a couple, and I'm sure Henry has a decent kind of middle distance novice hurdler. He generally does. He'd pick one up. That man's way could end up being good over hurdles and could be a Ballymore horse. So he was bought for a big price tag. I just think Ballyburn is just way too short. I think it's incredibly short.
Everything's had to get slashed us in stable tours.
Yeah, very much so. So that's episode 4 done. When Tom comes back, he's 3 to catch up on, and he'll update the spreadsheet. Just a reminder again, mine was Allaho at 7-1 for the Ryanair. Andrew?
Merger West 12-1 for the Supreme.
And Sean?
Tully Hill for the Albert, Bartlett 16-1.
Okay. Thank you very much. As always, leave the comments below. I know people play along each week and throw their selections in as well, so please do that. And thank you to our sponsor for the season, Glistian Events. Please check out their social media channels.